Okay, so today I'm going to show you how to make chainmail. First thing you will need, wire. I am using 16 gauge galvanized steel wire. I use this because only pussies use aluminum. Next, you will need 2 needle nose. It makes it a lot easier. You can use 1, but your fingertips will hate you in the end. Wire cutters. Next, you need a drill. What I'm using here is a 1/4-inch rod, and at the very tip we cut a notch out so that way our chainmail can fit into it and we can make a coil. So, next step is making a coil. Cut that off and we have a nice little coil to start off with. If you can see it. So we're going to stick the wire right into the slot that we made. And we're going to twist this around two or three times, and this is never easy. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is we have our coil started. When you're doing this alone, it helps to either be wearing pants or, like I did here, is I put a towel down, use a clean old sock. You're going to put some taut on there, hold back a little ways, because what's going to happen is if you go too fast, your thumb, the sock, everything's going to get wrapped up in there.
It's nice out in the sun.
What you really have to be careful of, and I'll try to show you, is that there is a lot of taunt here. And if you were to try to hold this while you're coiling it, and you get down to the very end and this lets go, it whips and you will cut up your hand. So you do have to be careful. And let's see, we'll just leave that. Comes right off, you have a coil. Just to show you, this part isn't hard. It does hurt your hands after a while. Let's see, let's get it good. Cut off the crap, and we start. It's much easier with 2 people. Go ahead. Yep. Oh. Now just keep going. Very good, Lucy. Okay. A coil! Okay, so now we have rings, right? Now what you want to do is instead of trying to do this, squeezing them together, you're just going to make your fingers hurt a lot. So what you might want to do, and this is what I do, I found out that you spend about the exact same amount of time as trying to squeeze them together is to open them. Alright, so see, I opened it up just a little bit, enough to squeeze another ring through, or 2 rings, and we are going to do that to the rest of these. I've already done that. Show you again. I've already done that. A little pile here already set. So what we're going to do, I'm going to take one ring, and close it. Make sure it's nice and tight. I'm going to take one ring and put it through. Sorry, I'm going to get a better angle here. What we'll do is take one ring, put it through that ring, and close it. You want to make sure these are nice and tight, because there's nothing worse than coming back and having to retighten rings that are on your shirt or project. So, I'm going to put 2 rings to every ring. That means alright, see? Keep going. Do just one more round here. Alright. So, this is what you're going to kind of start out with. This is how chainmail starts. This is the easiest way. Get you a bigger piece here so you can kind of see. Try to not make it too blinding. 1 ring, 2 rings to every 1 ring. Okay. Now what you want to get is a small piece. Once you get it about this big, it gets so much easier. Since it's easier to show you using this piece of chainmail than to try to show you with that little one I just showed you. So you're going to weave it between. This is not easy. Your ring is going to go through this one and this one. Then this one and this one, and you can see the pattern already here on these other ones. And there's 2 ways to make your shirt. You see how the rings are all going this way, this way, this way, and this way. That means your shirt is going to stretch out. It's going to stretch out this way. If you turn it sideways, your shirt will stretch out this way, of course. But there is one downfall to doing it sideways, is you'll need more rings as your project gets further down in length. Width, you're fine. So, there you go. Hopefully you can get a little bit out of that. And just to show you what some of the stuff we've made. That's a shirt kind of just draped over a mannequin. Another shirt. By the way, this shirt here has about 48,000 rings on it. Some gauntlets. Chainmail laid between 2 layers of leather. Nice. These, by the way, are both 16 gauge, 1/4 inch wide links, galvanized steel. Well, that one's not galvanized. It's a black coating on it. I don't know what it does, but it does rust. And there's a 9 gauge. That shirt there weighs 40 pounds. These other ones weigh about 20. Now the reason you want to use galvanized is because this stuff is heavy. So if you're doing anything like going to a Renaissance fair or something like that, you will sweat, and if you're not using galvanized, your rings will rust. This has rusted, but can be easily cleaned because it has a coating. Alright, so that's all I got for you. Hopefully you can make chainmail now.